The former Minister of Interior today attended the Office of the Prosecution of Serious Crimes for the first time, answering the prosecution's questions regarding the Habilaj case. The Prime Minister has given guarantees that all complaints raised through the online portal will be managed real-time and that the ministries themselves will be directly responsible for resolutions. Many prominent figures from the Democratic Party today attended the inauguration of a statue of the Democratic hero Azem Hajdari. Good evening. It's 6 o'clock on Friday the 27th of October 2017. Welcome and thank you for joining us tonight for the English edition of Aura News, bringing you the day's national top stories translated into English 6 days a week. At 2 p.m. this afternoon, MP Tahiri arrived at the Office of the Prosecutor of Serious Crimes. The former Minister of Interior was called in to be questioned and gave his first testimony in the investigations into the Habilaj case. It is understood that Tahiri had been notified of the requirement to be present at the prosecution the previous day following the search of his apartment. Meanwhile, sources from the prosecution say that the prosecutors haven't found the Audi vehicle yet, which was once the property of former Minister Tahiri. The vehicle does not currently have the same registration. It has been learned from some sources that the plate number has been deregistered by the Road Transport Directorate. Even though the car can't be tracked by the investigator due to the change of plates, it seems that the car has also physically disappeared. The Italian investigators have specified in the file that the Habilaj have entered Italy multiple times using this vehicle and that they have travelled towards Sicily where their criminal activities were performed. Yesterday, 4 officers of the Judicial Police searched the apartment of the former Minister Tahiri for more than 2 hours. The search started after the court's decision for the request by the prosecution. Prime Minister Edi Rama has recruited an additional 25 staff to assist with the management of the co-governance portal, connecting the Prime Minister's office with the citizens. The Prime Minister's office now guarantees that all concerns raised by citizens will be managed in real time, helping to deliver greater trust in this platform. According to the Prime Minister, such trust can only be built by word of mouth, spreading the success stories. As such, asked the Cabinet Ministers to take direct responsibility in responding to people's problems. Although the platform for co-governance is still in its infancy, the Prime Minister has declared to the citizens that a total of 28 members of staff working alongside the ministers take full responsibility for delivering solutions to problems via this platform. Through the platform, people will receive answers. The ministers and ministries are directly responsible for every complaint, for every request, and for evaluating all contributions to a resolution, said Mr. Rama. The Prime Minister went on to add that, more than just a simple portal, this platform is a way to ensure trust is established between the government and the citizens. This platform creates the opportunity to solve problems directly, holding the ministries directly responsible to their constitutional requirements, to the law, and to solving the citizens' problems. Trust will be created only through success stories, through transparent reporting of all activities and outcomes organised through this platform. The Prime Minister believes this platform to be a significant contributor to achieving strong governance and ensuring those who abuse their positions of power are denounced accordingly. The inauguration of the statue of the hero of democracy, Azem Hajdari, was held today in Tropoja. Many politicians and members of parliament from the opposition attended the inauguration, as well as Albanian diplomatic representatives and citizens. The statue of the hero of democracy, Azem Hajdari, stands at the centre of the city in Tropoja. DP Chairman Lulzim Basha, former Prime Minister Sali Berisha, Chair of the Socialist Movement for Integration, Monica Kruemadi, and relatives of the family of Hajdari attended the ceremony inaugurating the statue. In his speech, DP Chairman Lulzim Basha said that Azem Hajdari has gained eternal life by leading the great and heroic battle for the freedom of Albanians. In my mind and in my heart, the memory of Azem Hajdari comes with the inspiring message that freedom is not an eternal gift, that freedom belongs to those who value it and comes with dedication and sacrifice. Freedom is gained by going into battle every day for it. Freedom is a mission for political leaders, declared the DP chairman. In the meantime, former Prime Minister Sali Berisha said that we all must fight to realise the dream of Azem Hajdari for a European Albania especially in the current situation the country now faces due to the infiltration of crime and drugs. SMI Chair Kruamadi wrote on social media that the path towards democracy has been rife with challenges, but Azem Hajdari was one of those people who stopped at nothing in an attempt to overcome them. The decrease in the number of ministries under the second mandate of governance by Prime Minister Rama has brought sensitive changes to the way the funds are distributed according to next year's budget. The Ministry of Finance and Economy will receive the largest allocations of funds, with a budget prediction of 60.8 billion lek. Proceeding down the list ranking ministries by largest allocation of funds, the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Infrastructure and the Ministry of Energy follow consecutively. The Ministry of Justice will receive an increase in funds of 2 billion lek, the Ministry of Agriculture an increase of 83 million lek, and the Ministry of Interior 1 billion lek. Changes in the structure of Prime Minister Rama's second mandate of government have brought a different concentration of funds in the budget draft for next year. The Ministry of Finance has merged with the Ministry of Economy, and it now consists of some important directorates such as the Institute of Social Security and also tertiary education. Regardless of the merger, the fund is still multiple times larger in comparison to that of the year 2017, when the fund for both ministries combined equalled 10 billion lek. The second largest allocation of funds for the year 2018 is for the Ministry of Health and Social Protection, with a fund of over 60 billion lek. The government has paid attention also to the fund for new investments for next year. Thus, the Ministry of Infrastructure and Energy has received a fund of 47.8 billion lek. A sensitive issue, the Council of Ministers has predicted a decrease in the budget from 3.86 billion lek to only 960 million lek. However, it is explained that this is due to a change in the dependent institutions. The Mayor of Tirana has guaranteed that within next year, the phenomenon of selling food products in the streets of the capital will be over. New and modern public markets for fruit and vegetables will be constructed across the whole city of Tirana, which will offer more opportunities for vendors, but also added security for citizens. The City Hall of Tirana has already initiated the project for the construction of new markets in all the administrative units of the capital. A few days after the completed reconstruction of the market at recreational area Nimai in Administrative Unit Number 5, the City Hall has also begun reconstructing the market at the street Minapeza in Administrative Unit Number 9. The new reconstructed market offers better food standards and greater security for consumers. We have taken our market spaces to a new level. I am very glad that vendors can now offer a more hygienic service in the process of sales of fruit and vegetables and other food products in Tirana. We expect that by the end of the year, we will have constructed 24 new markets corresponding to the administrative areas of the city and to part, once and for all, from the last 100 years' experience of selling food on the streets of Tirana, expressed Mayor Veliaj. Veliaj emphasises that in order to properly fight the phenomenon of selling food on the streets and not according to food safety standards, the necessary infrastructure is only the first step. Collaboration with citizens is also needed as well. This can be solved in two steps. First, the City Hall must do its job by modernising the markets, making them more hygienic and covering them from rain or sun. Second, the citizens must collaborate by refusing to buy on the streets, on the sidewalks or near the canals, said Veliaj. The work to rehabilitate the market Minapeza includes a full intervention of the 400 metres squared surface. The market will be fully covered and will have lighting for every table. Hygienic conditions will also be created to serve the vendors during their daily activity. That's all for our English edition this evening. My name is Alexandra. Please join me again Monday through Saturday at 6 p.m. for your local news in English. On behalf of Aura News, thank you and good night.